what's happening in Wayne right here on Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilly from Wayne County Public Affairs.
I'm Carol Bowden, Director of Public Affairs.
And I'm Bria McCoy.
And
She's
Bria's
with
in Public
yeah.
Affairs too.
Yeah.
We're here with, it's the first episode of our new series, What's Happening in Wayne County, where we sit down with you every week, pretty much just tell you what you can look forward to the next weekend, the next week here in Wayne County, kind of get you out. It's summertime, kids are out of school, great family activities is something that we want to highlight too. So we're going to let Carol start off with some of her events that she's got coming up this weekend.
Absolutely. And since we're so new at this, please, by all means, send us your information. Joel will give out an email address at the end of this that you can send information to, or you can call us or stop by. So we may not have everything that we need right now, but we're going to go ahead and start with what we do have. So first off this week, we're going to talk about a local playwright one-act festival that's being held at the Wayne County Museum. That is on June 9th, which will be Saturday, correct? Yep. All right. In addition to that, if you ever wonder, hey, thinking ahead, what movies are going to be in town? Well, the book club, that's getting a lot of talk right now and a lot of attention. So that's going to be there. The Avengers Infinity War, Deadpool 2, it's hilarious, but that's only for adults. Overboard, Rampage, Show Dogs, which is has been edited is my understanding. And then, of course, Solo, a Star Wars story. So a lot of great movies are out, and matinees are always cheaper, so check those out if you got a bunch of kids you want to take to the movies.
My first event coming up this Saturday is the Feed the Hungry Car Show. It's sponsored by the Wayne County Car Club, and it's going to be in the Sam's parking lot. It's going on from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., so kind of an all-day event. Proceeds, all the canned food, going to go to the Community Soup Kitchen right here in Goldsboro. Also, lot of great events. We just, this past week in our county commissioner meeting, had a group from the 4-H Robotics Club come in. Really an impressive group of people. They are starting their 4-H summer camp. It's going to be held June 11th and 12th in the Farm Bureau room. So one of the rooms in the Maxwell Center. And that's a robotics with Legos. So they teach you all about robotics using Legos, which is really cool for kids to get started with that programming in the building. And so that's coming up June 11th, excuse me. And then we got to do a little publicity for our Steele Memorial Library down in Mount Olive. Line dancing, going to be taught at the Steele Memorial Library for adults and teens, and that's going on June 13th. So that's next week, but go ahead. It's 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. and you get your line dance on.
Absolutely.
You know how to line dance?
I know some. I don't know many of the new ones, so. You know,
that's one of those things I feel like I want to learn. Like the beach music, the shagging.
It's so much fun.
You see all these people that are like really good at it, and then like I can do the hokey pokey. That's about it.
Well, talking about shagging, there's actually Competitive Shaggers Association dance contest and party that's being held.
There's
also
competitive
on Saturday.
shagging?
There is competitive. It's huge.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, they go all over the eastern United States and most assuredly all over North Carolina. So that's actually Saturday at Lane Tree Event Center, and I know a lot of folks. I know a lot of friends that shag and enjoy that. So
competitively or just?
Oh yes.
Oh wow.
Very much so. Very much. They even have cruises for shaggers.
Wow.
True story. But anyway, all right, Bria, tell us what you've got going on. You got a lot of things over there.
So the Friends of the Wayne County Public Library is holding a class for adults and apparently making washer wind chimes. It's going to be on Tuesday, June 19th from 6 to 7 p.m. And basically you just make your own wind chimes to get a taste of the beach here in Wayne County.
I think wind chimes, I actually have wind chimes hung at my home, so it would be really neat to make one.
Makes a lot more sense. When you said washers, I was like, are we talking dishwasher, clothes washer? But no, that makes more sense. Like metal washers, that makes a little bit more sense.
And something else that we sometimes take for granted, but we have a destination here in Wayne County called Cliffs of the Neuse State Park. And you've got a little information on that, don't you, Bree?
It is a beautiful place. I first went there last year, my first time going, and I fell in love with it. So the Cliffs of the Neuse is a great place to go. All times of the year, whether it's in the winter, which is from December, January, and February, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., which they're open. The spring, March through April, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. The summer, May through September, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the fall, which is October and November, through 7 a.m. and 8 p.m.
I didn't realize that they were open until 10 p.m. I mean, that's It's kind of a big deal.
There's a lot that goes on out there, and there's so much to see. It's hard to believe with our basically flat agricultural
Yeah.
type land
Oh, yeah.
that you go out there and you're looking way down at the river. It is truly beautiful. There's an event going on this Saturday, and it's called Trail Sisters Hike. Don't know a lot about it. Check it out at the Cliffs of News. I'm sure they have a website that you can go on and
It's
find
the
out.
NC Parks website.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that. And you can call them as well. What's that number, Bree?
You can call them at 919-778-6234. And the full-on website is, email address if you have any questions is cliffs.news@ncparks.gov.
There you go. So check that out because it's certainly a treasure that we have right here in Eastern North Carolina. There's a lot of things to do for the kids this year. We're going to have more of that information as we go along. We're going to do this each week.
We had Mark Colbrook in this week talking about summer camps for children.
Oh yes.
And there is that interview is available on our page on YouTube. But he was talking about there's so many summer camps. I mean, the list of just 4-H camps is impressive. But you've also got Goldsboro Parks and Rec doing summer camps. And the other thing is a lot of these camps there's a slight cost involved. But I mean the 4-H it's $15 for the robotics, and really that's just covering supplies. So they're very affordable. It keeps kids off the streets out of trouble. It keeps kids learning, and it's a lot of fun. But one of the things that Mark was saying is that for people who maybe can't afford the $15, there are a lot of resources out there as well. Goldsboro Parks and Rec, I know, is one of them that they want you to contact them if there's a summer camp that you're interested in. Maybe you don't have the means to do that camp. Contact them, and they have a lot of resources. They don't want any child to be left out of these summer camps, so there's a lot of resources. But yeah, there's just a ton of stuff. We'll give a plug for visitgoldsboronc.com.
Absolutely.
They've got a long list, a very comprehensive list of all the local events going on. They do a really great job. A lot of the downtown businesses have events going on. And all those are typically on, Travel and Tourism's website, visitgoldsboronc.com. So that's a really good resource.
It is, and this week is an off week for the Center Street Jam. Next week is an on week, and the fun part about that, take your kids to Sprinkler Days. It's right downtown, then you can hang out, listen to the band afterwards. And like Joel said, there's so much to do. One thing that the schools, United Way, as well as the library are really pushing this year, keep your kids reading during the summer. It's proven that they do so much better the next year as far as retaining what they learned the previous year and being ready to start out the new year. So visit our libraries. We have the public library on Ash Street, the main library. There's also the Steele Memorial Library in Mount Olive, and then the other one is in Pikeville, I believe. So what a great place. Air conditioned, free books. You can travel anywhere you want just by opening up the pages.
And we've done a lot of work with the libraries, and so I want to give a plug to them because one of the things, starting and realizing all these departments and all these great things that we have, one of the things that a lot of people don't know about the library is there's so much going on that we talk about, on Wayne TV, but they're constantly doing classes on resume building. They're doing classes, with computers. So there really is, a lot. Even in my head, I think library, okay, I'm going to get books. But the library today really is much more than just getting a book, taking it home and reading it. There's a lot of
so much more.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of great resources. So be sure and check out the Wayne County Public Library website as well, and find out all the stuff they've got going on this summer too. So
All right. Well,
you have no excuse not to do something this weekend.
Amen.
Is basically what we're saying.
That's exactly right. We said we were going to ask you at the end to send us your information, send us your ideas of what you'd like for us to talk about or share with our viewers. So where's the best place for them to do that? How do you want them to send
It's
it?
right at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. Yeah.
It's much easier if I just show it to you at the bottom of the screen than me telling you. So yeah, shoot us an email, give us a call if there's an event you know of going on, an event that you're hosting that you'd like us to talk about. We would love to know about it and love to help you spread the word. So
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks,
that's,
Joel.
This
Thanks,
has been
Bria.
the first inaugural episode of What's Happening in Wayne, and we'll see you again next week.